It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. Over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of. When they're on, which they have been consistently, they are an excellent unit. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, A&B, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where do you come up with that?
FAE?
A&B, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes,
Okay.
be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and
It's
hurry.
going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB, FAE.
We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Hey, Brent, the season about halfway through, some teams really starting to sag. How bad do you have to be at this point to start thinking about rebuilding going into next year?
Well, I don't know. It's a bit tenuous, Kevin. Do you start talking about rebuilding or just giving guys on your roster now an opportunity to experience some NBA play, giving them high-level competition? You know, some of the players may be going to Summer League. They want to have a bit of confidence going to Vegas or to Orlando to expand their game. So maybe not so much about a rebuild as it is about gaining experience at the close of the season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's Pachulia in at the 5. Rocket 2. The putback. Curry with it. Pachulia sets a screen for Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. Shoots from 14. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
And sometimes your poor shooting from the perimeter can dictate, it should dictate, that you go to the inside. Tonight, they didn't do it.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Draymond Green was asked if he would be a different player, Brent, if he wasn't so vocal. His response was that he absolutely would.
Well, he's 100% right. I played with Gary Payton in Seattle, and if he wasn't yapping, he wasn't playing as well. I would say that Draymond Green falls in that sort of category. He brings an edge, he brings an intensity, and that helps the other guys on the team settle into the roles that they feel most comfortable with.
And he makes the first.
And Draymond Green just embraces and loves competition. His competitiveness is off the charts, and that's something his teammates feed off on a nightly basis.
And both free throws good for Green.
How about last year, Draymond Green pulled off one of the more improbable and impossible statistical games. He had a triple-double with points not even being involved. First ever in the NBA. 4 points, 12 boards, 10 assists, and 10 steals. Wow.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Curry passes to Thompson. Lobbed up there for Green. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. You know, Brent, thinking back to Draymond's triple-double, he also had 5 blocks in that game. He was 6 points away, in fact, from getting a quadruple-double, and 5 from getting a quadruple-double without points.
That's unreal stat line, and probably a lot of people who still get newspapers, Kevin, looked at those numbers and thought, wow, the printing machine must be broken. That game was on another level, and to just have 4 points in that contest shows you that Draymond Green puts the emphasis on all the other things that he does so well.
Al Fournier following Durant's three-point attempt. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. No good from 11 feet. Vucevic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Thompson. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Curry kicks to Thompson. Fires it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Inside, here's Vucevic. Here's Gordon. Vucevic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Back to Curry. Over Payton. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gordon a screen. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. That 3 off the mark. Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Thompson passes to Curry. Back to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And a tremendous job by Steph Curry there, getting the ball over quickly to the open man, not letting that lane close down.
Fournier's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
I watch Klay Thompson, and I see a player at that position who is as complete as you want in an offensive package. He can hurt you from deep or going to the rim, and guys defensively just never feel comfortable when you're trying to slow him down.
2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And with Thompson, so much of why he is effective, Brent, is that he has a myriad of ways to hurt you. Great post-up game, and he's really improved greatly on his finishing.
Well, everybody talks about Klay Thompson doing a better job of mixing it up. But the fact of the matter is this Golden State offense is predicated on players moving without the basketball. And Klay Thompson, certainly one of the most dangerous players in the league, much like Rip Hamilton during his years in Detroit. A weapon as soon as he caught the ball off of that movement.
Now, here's Vucevic. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, picked by Pachulia. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Payton kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Ross. Here's Vucevic.
Well, the defense by Pachulia pretty solid there, taking pride on making it difficult that time.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And for the Magic, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Ross in the corner. Fires for three. Orlando gets it back. Spates. It's deflected.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
Here's Durant. Second chance shot. Pachulia dishes to Durant.
And for Kevin Durant, one area that he excelled in last season was his rim protection. Used his length and timing to disrupt a lot of shots. And I think that's what he focused on. Joining the Warriors, you knew he was going to score, but he wanted the responsibility and came through defensively for Golden State.
And that one misses.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Orlando trailing here. Payton passes to Fournier to the left side wing. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for the Warriors.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
Ross with it, guarded now by Durant. Ross kicks to Fournier. To the inside, and stolen by Spates. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Payton. Green with the block.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Orlando grabs the miss.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Ross in the corner. Launches a three. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Ross has got himself on the board with three there.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from three.
Curry against Payton. Green with a screen on Ross. Durant, no good.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And the shot goes in.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Warriors trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's the pick. Here's Thompson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Thompson's got 6 points.
And Clay using his size down low to carve out just enough room, and then the high release point. Couldn't get to it.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Excellent D there from Pachulia. The Warriors shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Curry is inside, covered by Payton. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Spates sets a screen for Fournier. The kick out to Spates. but they recover it. His three-pointers off the mark. The Warriors trailing. Pachulia dishes to Green. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Durant. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Isaac's checked in for Vucevic. Flalo comes in for Terrence Ross. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Peyton. Now here is Augustine. Pass to Isaac. Here's a Flalo. Another miss by Orlando.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston from outside the arc. The shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way. Iguodala against the Flalo. And Augustine kicks to Simmons. Orlando moving the ball around. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the drought. The rebound by Young. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Here's Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Shoot 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Feeds to Young. Just 5 on the clock. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 1. Aflalo with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And Simmons kicks to Spates. They set the screen. 4 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Aflalo. Again, Aflalo missing. The Warriors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Shots good from Young. Here is Augustine. Looking for his first basket still in this one. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McGee a screen. Livingston, that's good. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Here's Augustine. Tries again. And Simmons with the layup.
defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now here's Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
I think we can safely say that over the course of the last 4 or 5 seasons, there's no wasted shooting motion when it comes to Maurice Spates.
Now here's Livingston. He has 5. And McGee kicks it to West. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either.
Now here's Spates. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Augustine. Sweet little floater. Augustine's got his second basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Livingston dishes to Young. Back to Livingston and stolen by Spates. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, you know, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy. Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
Simmons is out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's a Flalo. And it's Isaac in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Augustine, that's good. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And let's review some numbers for Simmons. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
and he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, in today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded he might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, DA. Thank you. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy, who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside.
How long's my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good, and guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Andre Iguodala. That one falls.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shots good from West.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Magic leading by 4. To the paint. Count that one from Isaac.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Livingston passes to McGee. Screened by Young. Over Simmons. That's short off the rim. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Livingston kicks to McGee. And the Warriors miss again.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Warriors trail by 6. Here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And Orlando has possession. The Warriors making the shot. Here's a follow. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
The offensive rebound. Out to West. Iguodala outside. Here's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Now just a 1-point Orlando lead.
And the arc Iguodala has on his 3-point shots, almost like he's drawing rain from time to time.
And Augustine kicks to Simmons. Magic moving the ball around. Pass to Isaac. Tries from 10. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Aaron Gordon, the athletic Aaron Gordon, playing much of last season at the small forward position during Serge Ibaka's short-lived stint in Orlando.
Yeah, and while he was excited to stretch his skill set, pretty clear it was a bad fit, especially in today's NBA. Gordon is a power forward period. The Magic invested the 4th pick on him in that 14 draft, and they have to give him minutes at his natural position as his game continues to evolve.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Isaac. Terrence Ross comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Evan Fournier's checked in for Simmons, and it's Payton in for Augustine. The shot's good from Fournier. And it's a 5-point Orlando lead. Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Well, the defender did all the right things to try and affect the shot, but that's Kevin Durant. Too much length and quickness on the handle.
Got a piece of it. Back to Thompson. Goes up the baseline. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payton against Curry. Pass to Vucevic. Over Pachulia. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more we're seeing teams relegate them to that 6-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic who fits that description.
The first one falls. Greg, why is it, do you think, that teams want those more floor-bound, post-up big men like Vucevic coming off the bench?
I think 2 things. First of all, their defensive shortcomings are less exposed playing against other reserves. Also, their ability to create offense on the block has more value with that second unit because that group tends to have their struggles in terms of scoring the basketball.
Now here's Durant. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Ross with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Ross dishes to Payton. Baseline Jay on the way. No good from Ross.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Payton passes to Fournier, kicks it to Ross. Gordon a screen. Ross dishes to Payton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Payton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Payton against Curry. Here's Thompson. There's the dish to Pachulia. It's Curry outside. Ross grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Payton with another miss. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Green, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Now Ross. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Payton against Curry. Payton kicks to Vucevic. There's the feed to Ross. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Spates checked in for Orlando. Curry passes to Durant. The 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Payton against Curry. Now here's Fournier. T right on him. The pass to Spates. Just 5 to shoot. Over Durant. The Magic again can't hit. Warriors trail by 5. And Curry, here we go. Payton with some nice D.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
He kicks to Vucevic. He dishes it to Fournier. Shoots from 12. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Magic lead by 7.
Well, after a tough first quarter, it didn't get to him in any way. He's really stepped up here in the second quarter.
To stop the drought, and the layup good by Curry.
Steph's so good at finishing around the basket, an underrated part of his offensive game, and getting buckets for his squad down low.
Now here's Payton. They set the pick. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Vucevic has got the lead back up to 7 now for Orlando. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Picked by Pachulia. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Pachulia knows his role. Set some screens, use the body, clear out some room for his teammates.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
Now here's Payton. Over Curry. No good from Payton. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And 12 points for Klay Thompson. And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. I mean, you've got to be able to get core pieces there. And then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today. Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. And they pick up 2. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice recognition from Steph Curry there. Sees the space to shoot into the paint and then took full advantage.
Magic leading by 3. Vucevic a screen on Curry. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
For Orlando, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. So for the Magic, Simmons checked in for Terrence Ross, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team.
Here's Curry. The Magic getting the bucket. It's Durant on the wing. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I'll tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic for 3. Augustine, no luck. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Pass to Durant. The screen from Thompson. It's Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
4 seconds left. Here's Vucevic, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic out in front, up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Nikola Vucevic on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points and 10 rebounds. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And how about that? Already through two quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability. Right now, he's just simply outworking the opponent.
And so here is Golden State. It's a three-point game. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Here's Gordon following the basket by Stephen Curry. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 5 on the clock. Here's Ross. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 8 now on the night. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kevin.
He is. That free throw good from Durant. Orlando trailing here. Payton outside. Dishes it to Fournier. He feeds it to Ross. Vucevic setting the pick for Ross. Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey, Brent, you made the NBA playoffs in your second year. Talk about the mental preparation that goes into one's first postseason as a player.
I think it's always a special time, Kevin, just because of the unknown factor. And at that time, it was the Clippers, my second season, the team that was very young and inexperienced. And so it was all fresh and new. And the biggest challenge for any coach in that sort of predicament is to make sure that players are on task and focused. We certainly were not. The Utah Jazz took care of us, and that's because of one John Stockton and Karl Malone.
Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a three, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Payton passes to Fournier to the paint. Here's Vucevic. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Over in the corner, Pachulia feeds it to Thompson. The shot comes out. The Magic go the other way with it. Fournier dishes to Payton. Pass to Vucevic. Payton with the screen for Vucevic. It's Fournier on the wing. Shoots over Curry. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Green slams it in.
And practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever his team needs to win, he'll do it.
Now here's Fournier. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Here's Vucevic. It's a 1-point game. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Curry with a wide open look. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got to do your best to make Steph put the ball on the floor. I know he can still do that, but catch and shoot is just deadly.
Payton kicks to Gordon. Durant against Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payton outside. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Pachulia the pass to Green. Shoots the 3. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Gordon with a screen on Pachulia. Here's Payton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you look at the way the Warriors went through the postseason last year. The team was certainly on a mission. They swept through the Western Conference, and you could see tremendous laser focus as they tried to avenge that 16 loss to the Cavs.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And something that we heard last season, Brent, with the dominance of the Warriors and also the Cavs, is that fans are worried the league will become too predictable with these 2 teams.
I kind of love the fact that we had a finals where we had 2 teams competing 3 straight years in a row and all the drama around it. This idea about teams being put together and manufactured, that's happened throughout the course of the NBA's history, Kevin. So I don't really buy much into the conversation about what the Warriors have done and what the Cavs did and what other teams are trying to do. There's a lot of ground out there for general managers and coaching to put together the best talent on the floor and try and win championships. Right now, that's happening in Golden State.
Here's Isaac. Aflalo left side. Payton right side. Picked by Vucevic. A floater. Payton's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Aflalo, that's good.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now, here is Young. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And stolen by Aflalo. Payton left side. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
On the wing, Gordon. No good. That would have tied it. Warriors leading by 3. Iguodala kicks to Young, and it's blocked.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
The Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Iguodala kicks to Young for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Young's got 7.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Here's Isaac, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Now here's Livingston. He's got 8. Young dishes to West. Shot clock at 5. And Young, here we go.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The Magic trail by 4. To the middle. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now, here is Young. 9 points in the game so far. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
The Warriors have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Spates checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Aaron Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Peyton. And that one misses. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tight game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Augustine. Livingston, that's good.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Simmons, a screen on Young. Here's Augustine, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
The Warriors leading. Iguodala, the pass to Young. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McGee. And the dunk by West.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Here are the Magic now. The Warriors making the shot. Stolen by McGee. And Young kicks to Iguodala. The kick out to Young. Right wing. And it's West in the corner. Outside, Simmons shoots it up. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
The Warriors have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
One thing we've seen from the Warriors is that this team's ability to turn things on and just put teams away is remarkable. They hit a switch, the defense causes some turnovers, and in the blink of an eye, 10, 12, 15 points, and you're down big.
Here's Isaac. Now here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 11 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that burst of scoring and intensity with the Warriors. You know, Brent, sometimes it feels like they only need to play 6 to 10 good minutes of basketball to win a game.
Yeah, sometimes that's all they do, Kevin, and then they let the defense take over. And I think that that's what's most amazing about this Warriors roster. It's relentless, but it's relentless on both ends of the floor. You sleep on defense, and offensively they take advantage. And if you're not sharp yourself on the offensive end, the Warriors are just too good down there. Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Now here is Augustine. 11 points in the game. Isaac misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Young against Simmons. And Young, here we go. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Simmons kicks to Spates. Here's Aflalo. Count it from 12. Aflalo's got 4 this quarter.
You can see Spates has played in some pretty good offenses with pretty good passers. It's definitely influenced him.
Here's Livingston. It's deflected. 1:56 left in the third. Aflalo dishes to Augustine. Spates against McGee. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Good. Spates has got 5.
Making an effort on the offensive glass. Spates with the skill to convert after the miss.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here. and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Nick Young. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here is Augustine, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And here's Fournier. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Spates sets a screen. There's a screen. Here's Augustine. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Fournier.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Curry passes to Green. It's Durant on the wing. Green, the screen. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 13 points.
Well, that could have easily been an and-one. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
The shot's good from Fournier. Launches it, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Play for each other, creators and receivers. Okay, share the ball. Here we go.
On everyone on the same page offensively, Frank Vogel saying to each man, do it for your teammates.
And, you know, I love the fact that he's promoting the spirit, the camaraderie between his guys. When they're working together, they are a lot harder to stop.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. Aaron Gordon out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Augustine in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Yeah, good job with the anticipation, and then the quick hands results in points off the break.
Now, sometimes you calculate the risks, and he did it there, but couldn't have turned out any better.
Curry kicks to McGee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
A perfect pass from Curry, mostly because of the timing. Look how quick he got off the ball there.
And the basket by Gordon. And the Magic lead by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. Back to Thompson. Second chance shot. Curry against Augustine. Here's Durant, and he makes good on the layup.
Well, we know about the size, but it's about his touch. You let Kevin Durant get any space inside, and you can count it.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Over Green. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
Here's Spates. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Spade sets a screen for Ross. That three off the mark.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Curry dishes to McGee, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. So for the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Maurice Spates, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Augustine. And Golden State also making a change. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Now here's Payton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Ross. Fires the three. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The drive by Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Coaching staff loves it when Klay Thompson mixes it up, that time on the drive.
Payton passes to Ross. Kicks it to Gordon. Back to Ross. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors leading by 3. And Thompson kicks to Green. The dish now to Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. The three. And Draymond Green gets the 3.
Another reason why Draymond Green is so important to this offense. A big guy that can step out and occasionally knock down a 3.
Now here's Payton. Vucevic is screen on Curry. Payton kicks to Gordon. Durant against Ross. The feed now to Vucevic. Pachulia with the steal. Green dishes to Thompson. They get it back. Green kicks to Pachulia. Outside Durant. And the pass to Green. Durant sets a screen for Green. Another shot. Thompson misses.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Ross. On the wing, Gordon. By Green. And it's Gordon missing.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Fournier. And it's Thompson again missing.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Here's Payton. Back to Fournier. Looking to end the run. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will come the other way. The drive by Green. Outside for Durant. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fournier passes to Gordon. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. Fournier with the ball. Picked by Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Durant. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. And the shot goes in. Vucevic has got 19 points.
A huge mistake letting him establish that kind of position down low.
The defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach. He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
No good from Ross.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Durant kicks to Green. Here's Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
Gordon a screen. Here's Vucevic. And Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors leading by 8. Green kicks to Thompson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Payton with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Picked by Vucevic. Payton against Green. Here's Vucevic. He kicks it to Gordon. And good that time.
A huge mistake letting him establish that kind of position down low.
Defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
Now here's Curry, picked by Pachulia. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-6 run. Curry passes to Durant. Vucevic against Pachulia. Durant kicks to Curry. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. When a team signs Pachulia, they're getting a solid center, Brent, but they're also getting an enforcer for their team.
Well, there are a lot of players in the NBA, Kevin, at the center position who are unwilling to accept maybe what the modern-day center has to do, especially a guy that doesn't have a tremendous amount of skill. That is set screens, go out and rebound, and be an enforcer. That's exactly what Pachulia provided for the Warriors in his first year.
And the first one drops. Simmons checked in for Fournier. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and You have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
His rebound total now in the double digits. Been an animal all night long.
Now here's Payton. He dishes it to Gordon. And the rejection by Iguodala. Thompson passes to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Unselfish play there from Clay. Fantastic at moving the ball that time to the open man.
The Magic trail by 10. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, you know, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Gordon with another miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Now here's Iguodala. Passes it to Green. Pachulia with the screen on Gordon. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, Orlando shooting around 40% from the floor here. Ross with a screen on Curry. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Over Pachulia. And it's Vucevic missing. Warriors leading by 13. Dishes it to Thompson. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson against Simmons. And stolen by Payton. And now Orlando on the break. From the baseline. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Out to Thompson. And stolen by Simmons. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back. And it's Gordon missing. The Warriors shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Klay Thompson.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Ross kicks to Simmons. Vucevic setting the pick for Simmons. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.